З 5 по 8 травня творчий колектив телемережі «Контакт» мав нагоду поїхати до Саскатуну, щоб взяти участь у щорічному конгресі Союзу українського студентства Канади.
Hello!
Yay!
So first of all, congratulations on being elected SUSK president for second term in a row.
Thank you.
Do you have any goals for the academic year ahead for yourself and the new exec?
Absolutely, we have lots of goals we want to achieve. It's going to be an incredible year. We have lots of long-term goals and lots of foundational things we want to do with SUSK. Lots of work on a local level. We have lots of clubs that we see growing and growing year over year. We've seen new clubs spring up across the country at Guelph and University of Regina, as well as a few other places. And we really want to support the groups that are starting up, as well as the groups that have been around for many years already.
Any examples of what you guys want to do in your goals?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of our biggest goals is our national coordinator hire. Working in Ottawa, this is a full-time position working for SUSK alongside with the Ukrainian Canadian Congress at the UCC National Office. This person will help us get grants, get funding, anything kind of that way, and basically help SUSK be better and stronger and can be able to do more things across the whole country.
Yes. Everyone, pile in the shuttle.
We're all just gonna go back.
I know. Get in there. Get in there, mate.
Go, you can go. Be the first.
We won't be able to do anything in that part. They have to get out of there.
Він порядний, мусиш вийти.
Дурак.
No, він каже ні.
Yeah, guys, he'll come back.
He'll come back.
So як пройшов конгрес, який був в Саскатуні?
Дуже гарно було мати конгрес у Saskatoon, все було феноменально, мали понад 40 делегатів від цілої Канади, було багато сесій, була гарна екскурсія в суботу, і все разом дуже гарно пройшло.
Okay. How was your program? What did you have?
So our program was on Thursday night. We had a USO reports as we usually do. So all our clubs kind of told the other clubs what they were doing that year and kind of gave suggestions and ideas for different events.
Wait, 8:15.
Turns out, we may not get a shuttle tomorrow morning. It's not happening. I'll book it here. Chris is having like none of it. You can wave to the cameras for the vlog. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. And Mishko is nowhere to be seen.
Добрий ранок.
Friday brought us several speakers throughout the whole day. Basically a 9 to 5 kind of about 5 different speakers to talk about different topics related to Ukrainian Canadian students and the Ukrainian Canadian community. Friday night brought up some social events. Saturday brought a field trip to go visit 2 small towns in Saskatchewan, Harford and Crider, or Harford and Credo, to go visit how Ukrainians used to live in, or still even do, in rural Saskatchewan, small churches, small towns, things like that.
Chief, where are we actually going right now?
Crider and Lake and Halford. Middle and North Saskatchewan.
Awesome.
Also known as Saskatchewan.
Hi, robot. Dude, I feel like this is fucking shit. Sealed Pokemon. This is getting good.
How we start the mornings.
Я думаю, що найбільша зміна цього року в Конгресі була цей філдтрип, що ми мали в суботу, побачити ці поселення українців в Саскачевані. Це не є типічно, знаєш, українців, студентів, що живуть, а навіть для всіх українців, що живуть в Торонті, або в Монреалі, або в Отаві, навіть в Едмонтоні, або в Калгарі. Вони ніколи не бачили такі маленькі містечка, що там, знаєш, вулиці написані українськими назвами, або церкви є, що містечко має 40 людей, є католицька церква і так само православна церква. Це дуже цікаво для студентів, щоб вони могли це бачити, і багато ніколи таке навіть не могли подумати, що вони таке могли побачити в своєму житті.
Look at this bilingualism at its finest. There ain't no French here, but there is Ukrainian. What? We have Zaliznichny and Holovnavulitz, of course.
Saturday night we participated in the Vesna Festival, one of the biggest festivals, Ukrainian festivals in Canada. And then Sunday brought some resolutions and the wrap-up of Congress.
So how do you guys decide on the locations where you should host your next Congress?
So it becomes a little bit of a delicate process. We have to figure out where the Congress was in past years. We obviously can't have, Toronto happen 2 years in a row, or, once every second year. So we have to have a few different things we have to think about where student clubs are very strong. We have to think about where attendance is going to be very high. We can't have it always in the east. We can't have it always in the west. So this fine balancing. Saskatoon was kind of brought along after a few members of SUSK traveled to Saskatoon or to Saskatoon in October of 2014, and we realized how strong of a club there was there. The club presence was there. And from that, we decided that this would be a great place to host it, and they were super enthusiastic about it, and all came together that way.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you've been on the SUSK exec for a few years now. Any experience that you've had that are super rewarding to you, or that really stand out over your entire time?
I think one of the greatest things I've seen with my years over the SUSK executive is seeing how much history SUSK has. Since 1953, SUSK has been pretty active in the Ukrainian community, with ebbs and flows, being quieter in several other years, we're more active in other years. But basically anyone, you go to an event and there's guaranteed someone has either been a past SUSK president or a SUSK alum of some kind, or was involved with her local club, and then remembers the SUSK Congress. My tato attended a SUSK Congress just on a whim when someone asked him, "Hey, do you want to come to SUSK Congress?" And he said, "Sure." So there's tons of history that way, and there's tons of history with Student as well, past editors and people who have helped create Student and have written for Student. So there's just a great deal of history, and great to see how many people actually have been involved in the 63-year history of SUSK.
Hey guys.
Cheers, guys. How's it going?
Did you guys bring anything?
No. You know you're in Saskatchewan when? Got an 8-cylinder in this one, mate. I'll race you.
So if you had to choose, what was your favorite memory of the entire weekend?
I think my favorite memory was walking through Havre, Saskatchewan. It's a town that my mom was born in and raised in just for a few years before she moved to Saskatoon. But having students walking through Havre and basically increasing their population for a few hours by about 10% was pretty incredible. People standing and posing by Holovna Vulitsa and Zaliznytsia Vulitsa. This was pretty incredible, seeing the little churches, having our elections there. All that kind of came together, walking by Ribrena Hardware, seeing all these signs. I think it was pretty incredible and pretty moving for a lot of people to see what Ukrainians used to live like and still live like in present day in rural Saskatchewan.